masters of speed. This is Formula One.
Hello there. So Miami, let's get into it then. And here we go. So for Miami, I've gone with 26 on the front and 19 on the rear. Miami is much better grip wise. I'm not sure how much that's going to change when the new handling model comes in, but it is what it is. Onto the transmission, I've gone with 40% on throttle, 25% off throttle, and 80% engine braking. Feel free to take that up to 100 if you want, as recharge is quite slow around Miami. It does recharge, but it is quite slow. On the suspension geometry, left, it works. Trust me, it works. Again, not sure how much it will work come the new handling model, but it does work. Onto the suspension then, and I said it for the previous 4 or 5, stiff front, soft rear, or softish rear. So front suspension of 41, rear suspension of 6. You can take this lower if you want. I'm on 6 because I need a little bit more stiffness in the rear. Front anti-roll bar of 21, so I've gone max here. There is a very tricky braking zone, long left-hander before the end of sector 1. And the rear anti-roll bar of 12. If you find the rear is too stiff for you, by all means take that down to about 10. If it is not stiff enough, take it up to 14. And I will keep on reiterating that this setup is yours. You need to make sure that you change it to get the full potential out of the setup, because we all drive differently. Onto the front ride height then, I wouldn't recommend going any lower than this, simply because there are curbs that you need to ride, especially sector 1, where you go left, right, and then long left-hander in at the end of sector 1. Then you've got the chicane at the end of sector 2, start of sector 3. So yeah, you need to make sure that you keep it high enough so you don't bottom out the car. Plus the undulation change where you go uphill into that chicane is quite, it can bottom out the car. Going the rear ride height to 60. You can drop that down to 58. Wouldn't recommend going any lower than that, simply because, again, as I said previously, with a front ride height, you can bottom out the car. Nobody wants to bottom out the car, right? Again, onto brakes. Pretty much exactly the same, simply the way that I drive. You can take the brake pressure down if you find you are locking up a lot, especially for non-assist users. I wouldn't recommend going any lower than 95, because at high speed you will really struggle to get the car slowed down. But again, for this setup, I've gone with 100%, and I find that 54 is the medium. There are certain circuits that this will change, but 54, 55 is about where it's at for me. Again, professionals, esports racers, etc., they run a lot lower. For me, I find it works perfectly. Onto the tyres then, and this is what I've gone with for pressures. Gone with 27.1 on the front, and I've gone with 23 on the rear. There are 3 straights. Yeah, 3 straights around this circuit, and you need to make sure that you keep the maximum temperature in the tyres at all time. And with this pressure, PSI, sorry, it will keep the temperature in the tyres. So yeah, this is Miami. Hope it helps. Really do. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. And yeah, do all that good stuff. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care, guys.